We're going to continue this on into the next episode. Okay, I'll get out of the car.
Safe is one of the biggest magnets.
So do you want me to turn around and?
No. While you guys have this conversation, let's have this conversation. You can talk about things, and then we'll get a shot afterwards with B-roll, and then we'll.
So we shouldn't go and turn around and look at what he's talking about. We're just.
Unless he's gonna let you in.
You can't go in it.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the morning show. Good morning, Andy.
Good morning.
67 degrees right now.
Right now?
Right now, 67 in Jackson. And the National Weather Service has just issued a tornado watch for the lower half of basically the whole half of the lower peninsula until 4 p.m. today. Basically, the area in orange is in the tornado watch, including northern and Indiana and northern Ohio.
And I'm sure some people were woken up by the raucous thunder this morning. Did you hear it? You really?
Uh-huh.
You didn't hear it?
I didn't.
Unbelievable.
I didn't.
Brandon, you heard it. You were awake. It was loud. It was very loud this morning.
Showers and thunderstorms are possible today. We could see damaging winds, hail. There was a lot of hail in central Michigan yesterday. So just be aware that it's unstable weather today.
Yeah, how's it look outside right now? You know, it was 59 degrees when I came in. I was worried about the rain. Well, it doesn't look too bad right now. It's almost golf weather. The weather today is brought to you by Hometown Heating, Cooling, and More. We take pride in our work, guarantee it accordingly, treat every unit as our own, which sets us apart in the industry. Visit Heat and Cool with us, thanks to Hometown Heating, Cooling, and More.
As everyone knows, former President Donald Trump pled not guilty to 34 counts of falsifying business records. Did you watch any of the?
Yeah, I did.
I think he should have rented a white Bronco for his.
Oh, that would have been good. Oh my God! Honestly, the whole thing is a joke, if you ask me. But the prosecutor didn't say what the potential crime was.
Falsifying business.
Yeah,
records.
but that led to another crime.
Oh, well, those.
Or was going to commit another crime.
The prosecutor does not lay out his evidence.
Okay.
He just lays out the charges.
I learned that there's new laws like you can declassify documents once they leave the White House as the president, which seems like obvious, right? But I didn't know Joe Biden had 1,827 boxes of records in Chinatown.
No, it's 1,850 boxes of records in Chinatown. And there's a new thing now. There's now indictment parties. They had a big indictment party at Mar-a-Lago.
I was watching the people and I'm thinking, how'd they get a ticket to that?
I don't know.
You know, how does one get a ticket?
You have to be invited.
Ticket to that. Well, there was more people than the My Pillow guy there, Noah, but there were quite a few people.
Half the room was his supporters. The other half were his lawyers.
And the other half were media. There was more media in New York than there were supporters or protesters. It's a circus.
Yeah. Do we have a picture of the former president at the? Oh, okay.
That's probably better.
Yeah. The next court proceeding, December 4th. December 4th.
Great.
We've got some good news out of East Lansing. According to Michigan State University Police and Public Safety, the final student who was critically injured in the February 13th shooting on the campus has been released from Sparrow Hospital, but to a rehabilitation facility listed still in critical but stable condition. So very seriously injured student, obviously a long road to recovery. How about those Tigers?
Yeah, we were talking about them for about 5 minutes this morning. I still have yet to see a pitch.
Well, the last pitch last night that was hit as a home run, clocked at 99 miles an hour. 6-3 over the Astros, her second straight win over the defending world champions.
Yeah, and opening day in Detroit tomorrow against the Red Sox.
Yep.
Weather looks miserable.
Of course.
Enjoy, boys.
I
Should
notice you have your Masters
I
quarter zip
do.
on
I like
today.
to wear it to let people know that I may or may not have been to the Masters. I have not been to
No.
the Masters. This was brought to me. But yeah, I love Masters Week. It's great. My daughter was born April 1st, so the Masters, hanging around watching the Masters is a family pastime for us.
A tradition like no other.
That is right.
And something that's keeping in tradition is the prices of the treats and snacks at Augusta National. Unbelievable prices you
Crazy. And you've
Exact-
been to other tournaments, so you know this
I
is not the
know.
norm.
If you bought everything on the menu, everything, sandwiches, breakfast, drinks, snacks, $60.
Really?
Yeah.
I've spent $60 on one drink at a golf tournament, Brandon. Wow. Yes.
And apparently the food is really good. The pimento sandwich and the egg salad, they're traditions that go way back, and I think I would like one.
I would love one. You can order, you can order the Taste of the Masters delivered to
You
your
can.
house. You
Yeah.
should do that sometime.
It's not that cheap.
No, it's not. Scotty Scheffler is this year's favorite to win the Masters.
He won last year's Masters.
Yeah, he
Yes.
wins every tournament he plays, by the grace of God somehow. And if you bet $100 on him to win, it will pay $700.
Wow. So you had, who are your four? You pick four.
I have to check the email, but I think Scott Scheffler, Rory McIlroy, John Rahm, and I don't remember who the other person is.
John Rahm, really?
Yeah, John Rahm. Yeah, he's the number one player in the world.
We'll see. It starts tomorrow. And final rounds will be on CBS with Jim Nance. Although Jim retiring from college basketball, will continue with the Masters until he's 80. So
Our show today is being brought to you by Homesteady of Greater Jackson. If you have something on that honey-do list, especially as we get around to the spring cleaning, some of those eyesores start to poke out, give Homesteady a call. They will stop by, take care of that for you, no problem. Homesteady of Greater Jackson.
police blotter, this jumped out at me. Michigan State Police responded to 14 calls last night, including a case of insanity.
They come to my house?
They came to your house?
No, they could. I have a case of it.
And today's Florida man story. A Florida man signed a bill yesterday, Ron DeSantis, that allows residents 18 and older to carry a concealed weapon without a permit. Anyone 18 and over in Florida can walk around with a handgun, no permit.
I'm wondering, we had that story about the fishermen yesterday. What do you think's worse, what they did or what Trump did? I'm just curious.
Well,
That's a tough question. It's a tough question, right?
that's tough.
It's a tough question.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not one that can't be answered, apparently.
Well, they
Listen,
both
I think the fishermen.
very,
were way out of
very,
line.
very similar. They both did. They both did an action
Falsified animals.
to throw people off, to defraud people.
Yeah, but these fishermen. I mean, I've never seen anything like this. So, I just can't believe they didn't get jail time. It's driving me nuts.
Yeah, in
We've
case
got
you missed yesterday's show,
Yeah.
the fishermen had nothing to do with Stormy Daniels.
You don't know that. You do not know that. You do not know that. The one fella had a $100,000 boat.
Spring sports is underway.
I guess so. Let's get to our Extreme Dodge scoreboard, brought to you by our good friends at Extreme. I'm sure your car needs an oil change after you drove back from Florida. So stop back by Extreme and get the oil change ready for the summer. Here's some baseball. Lumen Christi starts off with a good win, 8-6 over Columbia. It's Concord over East Jackson in the first game, then East Jackson won the second. Quincy over Hanover Horton, and Dansville over Napoleon. Softball scores: East Jackson 6, Concord 5. Hanover 15, Quincy 4, and then Napoleon beat Dansville 15-zip and 9-6. Here's what's coming up on deck for tonight, pending weather. So we've got a baseball, Lumina at Lansing Catholic, Springport at Vandercook Lake, and then softball, we will have Dexter at Northwest, Springport at Vandercook Lake. Soccer, Leslie at Michigan Center. And that's the scoreboard.
Busy show today. Who's on?
We've got a busy show. We're going to get things started with Dr. Jacob Sinkoff right after this quick break.
Center for Family Health is proud to announce that all 4 of our school health center locations have reopened and are accepting new patients. We recognize the importance of making sure kids have access to medical and mental health care. When their basic needs are met, kids are better prepared to focus on learning and be present in school. Families thrive when everyone has access to quality health care, so patients of all ages are welcome. Parkside, Northeast, Jackson High, and Northwest Health Centers provide primary medical care and mental health services in convenient locations throughout the community. Call us today to make your appointment or for more information. Center for Family Health, opening the door to health care for all.
If I could be you, and you could be me for just 1 hour. If we could find a way to get inside each other's minds. Walk a mile in my shoes. Walk a mile in my shoes. Well, before you abuse, criticize, and accuse. Walk a mile in my shoes.
Best summer ever. Amazing summers start at the Jackson YMCA. Campers never want the summer to end at the Jackson YMCA. Kids look forward to 10 weeks of fun, packed with activities, games, water fun, sports, field trips, and so much more. Your camper will make new friends, learn and laugh. Fun for kids, peace of mind for you. Sign up for your favorite theme week or join us all summer long. Register today at jacksonymca.org.
At Runway Party Store, you'll find all of your everyday convenience items, smiling faces to help you find what you need, and daily specials fit for any meal. Visit us today and check out our newly remodeled location on Michigan Avenue just south of the Jackson Airport.
At Blair's Car Care, honesty and customer satisfaction have always been the most important thing for us. We have been serving loyal customers in Jackson County for almost 100 years. We do auto repair of all sorts, including tires, alignment, brakes, oil changes, and much more. For more information, please call 517-782-8116 or come stop by at 2424 Wildwood Avenue and experience for yourself what makes Blair's so special.
The Community Action Agency has availability for you to still get your taxes done for free with the VITA program from CAA. If your household income is $60,000 or less and you still need to file your income tax returns, take advantage of the Volunteer Income Tax Assistance Program through Community Action Agency. Tax day is coming soon. Schedule your VITA appointment by calling 517-247-2099 or schedule at the front desk. Stop in and schedule a time.
Joining us now from Henry Ford Jackson Hospital and IEP Urgent Care Emergency Services physician, Dr. Jacob Sinkoff. Good morning.
Good morning, guys. How are you guys doing?
Doing really well.
Good.
We noticed you're sporting some summer IEP apparel today.
Yes.
It is a nice day.
I know. I was like, I don't know if it's quite golfing weather out yet. If you can go maybe one hole at a time in between the storms that are coming through, and it's getting windy out there too.
Well, it's a sign of spring, and
Yep.
with spring, a new season, we've got new health concerns.
Yep.
And I think, well, I've noticed allergies. Of course, we were in North Carolina where all the
Pollen.
trees are
Yep.
blooming. And did you notice? Did you get?
You know what's interesting is my daughter and I are allergic to our dogs. So we had no problems on vacation.
Yep.
That sounds like a familiar story.
Yeah, I was going to say, we have cats, and I'm allergic to our cats.
Yeah, so vacation was nice. Didn't need inhaler, allergy pills, or anything.
You're
so
good
I
to
actually
go.
enjoyed the pollen part.
You're actually allergic to mushrooms, too.
That is true.
Not really, but that's what he tells waitresses.
Yeah.
Well, I don't want him to slip one in. I want him to take it seriously. You know what I mean?
God forbid one gets in your mouth.
Yeah, that's right.
But yeah, the trees already are releasing pollen in Michigan already. So all the buds are starting. We're starting to get some pollen from the trees coming around. So those you can expect some of those allergies starting: runny nose, watery eyes. That stuff is all starting already.
What do you recommend people do to treat allergy symptoms?
So there's a lot of over-the-counter medications, non-sedating medications where you get these specialized kind of antihistamine medications that won't make you drowsy like a Benadryl would, so such as Claritin or Zyrtec. Things like that can really help, and also knowing what your symptoms are, maintaining a clean house. You can monitor, the weather reports every day, include, a lot of times pollen counts and allergy counts. So kind of knowing what you're allergic to, whether it's pollen, and certain times of day pollen can be worse. And a lot of times it's in the morning is when trees release a bunch of pollen. So kind of maybe, doing your nighttime exercising or running outside at night as opposed to first thing in the morning can help. Yep.
Is it okay to take a over-the-counter allergy pill daily?
Yeah. So especially when you're, during allergy season, absolutely. You can take it daily. In the morning, I think my wife wishes I would, so she doesn't have to hear me blow my nose every morning for 3 or 4 times. But yeah, absolutely.
Doesn't some of the pain medication that's designed for overnight that is to help sleeping, does that include some allergy medicine?
Sometimes it can. Sometimes especially kind of the Benadryl type allergy medications can cause some sedation with antihistamines. So some people use them for sleep. So usually for the daily ones, you'd recommend like a Zyrtec or they block certain types of histamine receptors. They're not just kind of a blanket histamine blocker like Benadryl would be. So, but yeah, a lot of those I think the Unisom will include Benadryl in there. So. For sure.
I would consider this past winter on the mild side.
Yep.
When you look at, the lakes didn't freeze over.
Yeah, I was going to say, I only got 2 days of ice fishing this year. And the
weather was still awful, though.
Yeah.
But because it didn't get super cold for a long time, the insects, I'm concerned we'll see a lot more insects this spring.
For sure, yeah, absolutely. And then, insects all come into your house, and then it causes another problem is, when those insects die, it causes, you get dust mites and everything like that. So, so for sure with the, climate change and things like that, people have shown that, allergy seasons are getting worse. They're starting earlier. They're lasting kind of longer also.
What should you do if you've been bitten by a tick?
So that's a good question. So we get this question all the time in the emergency department and the urgent care for sure too. So ticks, mosquitoes becoming another huge thing with it getting warm out. Ticks are already out now. So obviously the concern with ticks is they're transmittable diseases. So the most common one people think about is Lyme disease. So Lyme disease is caused by a bacteria that's carried on ticks. And the tick has to be attached to you for, most people say 36 to 48 hours.
Oh, wow.
Kidding.
For it to get transmitted. But a lot of times where ticks attach, a lot of times you don't know this. It's kind of along the hairline, it's kind of in your armpits and things like that. So we recommend, obviously, hey, if you're outdoors, you're in an area that's, has a possibility of having lots of ticks, shower immediately when you get home. Try to protect yourself with clothing. But you would get worried when you get a tick on you and it's engorged. It's big. So that kind of indicates that it's been attached for a little while. So obviously you want to remove that tick. So the recommendation is kind of grabbing it by the base of the head and pulling directly straight from the skin, not trying to twist, or else sometimes those parts can break off. A lot of times we'll see people in the emergency department or urgent care and have to take a needle and kind of scrape that piece off. So signs of Lyme disease include kind of flu-like illness to start with, and then you'll get a characteristic rash that a lot of people know about. It's kind of like it's a target-like rash, so it looks like the target symbol.
Yeah.
It's called erythema migrans is the name of the rash. And things like that, you would want to get started on antibiotics to help the progression into Lyme disease, because it's something that's very easily treated.
Yeah.
And there's only certain types of ticks will transmit that disease to, which is the deer tick. And in Michigan, the common one people will see is a wood tick. So obviously, and then they're just gross.
Yeah.
So I think we can all agree on that.
Yeah.
So
have you ever had a tick?
Not that I know of.
Oh my goodness.
I don't know if I've seen one.
Yeah, and the thing is like, and you know, even if you're not in the woods, you know, it's the same. Your dogs, you know, cats. If you have an indoor-outdoor cat, they'll be crawling all over them, so they can get pulled into the house. And just keeping an eye out for them is very important. And obviously, if you see signs of having that rash, you'll want to come in and get antibiotics or find those engorged ticks. You know, antibiotics are often indicated. But yeah, the main thing is they have to be on you for a decent amount of time to transmit
Get the yard sprayed
Lyme
too.
disease. Yeah.
Also, well,
no, go ahead. Sorry.
Mosquitoes.
Yeah.
It's going to be, we'll see mosquitoes pretty soon.
Mosquitoes are coming out, very soon, I'm assuming. And, you know, every year it's, you know, kind of West Nile virus. Every year it kind of creeps up higher and higher in the United States. So it's prevalent in Michigan. There's the equine encephalitis.
And we've sprayed in our community over the last few years. Well.
Yeah, so just making sure, obviously mosquitoes come out more kind of around dusk. So wearing long sleeves if you're going to be out in the boat or out watching fireworks at that time of day. But something to be aware of that it's going to be time if you have standing water in your yard and are able to get rid of it, or have, you know, those are areas where the mosquitoes can reproduce, and just getting rid of some standing water in your yard can make a big difference too.
Does your family have a favorite brand of mosquito repellent? Because I haven't found one that works well yet.
So
do you? No.
The problem is I don't know if the best is probably that 100% DEET stuff, and then you read online, it's like, is that the best stuff to be wearing? So what we do, I obviously try to just wear long sleeves.
Yeah.
You can get some, this will help with ticks also. They'll make clothing now, which is impregnated with a medication. It's actually called permethrin.
Oh, wow.
So it can help keep mosquitoes away and ticks away. And I think it, like, you know, you get hats with it embedded and shirts, and I think it survives like 50 washes or something.
Oh, wow,
like
that's
that.
cool.
So I've been trying to do that, but otherwise we try to stay away from a lot of the mosquito stuff, especially with young kids. A lot of it, you know, hasn't been tested on kids.
Yeah,
but it's hard. But when I'm really battling stuff, I'm out trout fishing or something, I try to do the 100% DEET. But I wouldn't recommend that long term.
Andy gave up candy for Lent. Is there any danger to overdosing on Sunday if he goes all out and?
Probably.
Probably
get a bad stomach.
For sure, I'm planning on a bad stomach ache. I'm planning on a bad stomach ache. No,
What's the first candy you're gonna have?
You know, I think I don't like candy anymore, believe it or not.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
Let's stick with chocolate.
Do you have an Easter tradition?
No, we're gonna actually my wife and my daughters, and I'll try to make it over there after work today. We're doing eggs today.
Oh, very nice.
So so.
Appreciate you guys appreciate you coming in today, and all that you guys at IEP and Henry Ford Jackson Hospital do for the community.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me again.
Dr. Jacob Sinkoff from Henry Ford Jackson Hospital and IEP Urgent Care. The 75th anniversary of ALRO is this year, and we'll be talking about that with Randy Glick and Rebecca Armstrong after this.
Serving the greater Jackson area for over 25 years, Tamrock's Automotive knows that your life does not come to a halt because of a concern with your vehicle. Our mission is to provide extraordinary service for every customer, every time. We offer pickup and drop-off service, free loaner vehicles, free car wash, and a 3-year, 36,000-mile nationwide warranty on most repairs. And yes, your vehicle will be diagnosed on the same day of your appointment. Our extensive health and safety inspections, our professional technicians, and state-of-the-art technology will ensure that you know the current condition of your vehicle. You can make an informed decision on the repairs made to your car or truck. When your ride is at a standstill, but your life is not, take it to Tamrocks. Automotive repair you can count on.
You need a plumber? From leak repairs to new construction. Grimes Plumbing Company, licensed and insured, proudly serves the Jackson area with fast, reliable service. No hot water, drains clogged? Call Grimes Plumbing today, proudly serving Jackson County.
Tina, the Tina Turner Musical. Tina Turner's triumphant story is live on stage in the mega hit musical direct from Broadway. Prepare to be ecstatically blown away. April 18th through the 23rd at Wharton Center. Tickets at Wharton Center and whartoncenter.com.
A fun place to take your family and friends is the Jackson Candy and Fudge Factory. See. Hear. Smell. Taste. While you're here, pick up a gift to share. You always feel like a kid in a candy store at the Jackson Candy and Fudge Factory.
We all want to protect those we care about. The best way to show them that you care is by getting the COVID-19 vaccine and booster. Safe and effective for everyone 6 months and older, vaccinated individuals are less likely to experience severe COVID-19 symptoms or hospitalization. Protect your loved ones, protect your children, protect yourself. Get vaccinated and boosted. Those you care about are counting on you. Call the Center for Family Health Walk-in Clinic at 748-5500 for your COVID-19 vaccine or booster.
The Jackson community cordially invites you to an Easter dinner celebration, of course, happening this Sunday on Easter at Queens Parish Social Center. All are welcome. It's free, but they would like to know how many people will be there, so reservations are required. Please call between 9 a.m. and 5 p.m. 517-435-5296. Doors will open at 1:15. And the seating for dinner is at 2 o'clock. Our show today also being brought to you by Vermeulen's Home Furnishings, now in their 3rd generation and their 97th year here in Jackson. Thank you to Vermeulen's.
In their 75th year this year, Alro Steel. And joining us now is Chairman and CEO Randy Glick and Executive Assistant Rebecca Armstrong. Good morning.
Hey.
Good morning, guys.
How are you?
Good morning.
Congratulations.
Well, you know, it's not me. It's a team of people over a real long time. So, but thank you. Before we get started, I brought you guys a gift.
Ah, nice.
A bobblehead of my father.
Love it.
With his famous tagline at the end, "Whatever it takes," is on the back, and it was customized. They're all hand painted, and it even has his little white shoes with a Velcro on it. So.
That will go great here.
That's for the green room, or however you guys want to do it.
We'll put it in the green room for sure.
And he does answer questions when you ask.
And I'll be using my Al Glick ball markers all golf season.
Well, there you go.
So looking forward to it once we get some warm weather. So 75 years. I wanted to ask you, what were some of your early memories of Alro?
Well, I wasn't here at the beginning.
Yeah.
I'm not that old. Whoops, excuse me. You know, my earliest memories was I went to work with my father on the weekends when I was 4 or 5 years old. We have pictures of me where I'm out in the warehouse with a saw and things like that, where I'm 4 or 5 years old. And I would always joke to my father, "What poor parenting that you let a kid out in the shop." But I do still have all my fingers, but that's some of my early memories, and you've got some neat pictures here I see popping up there. That's at the baseball field for my grandfather there when that was, that has to be 15 years ago, maybe.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, of course, as we all know, Al Glick passed away just over a year ago, and it was at the culmination of an incredible career founding Alro with his brother Robert 75 years ago, and Al served as chairman for almost the whole year.
Yeah, 70, let's say 74 years.
Yeah,
So, you know, he was about 20 years old when he got started. And when you pass away at 95, the math kind of works out there.
Yeah. And now over 75 locations in 15 different states. I mean, just an amazing company.
Well, thank you. That's it takes a lot of great people.
Yeah.
And I'm not pulling any orders today, so we have a lot of people around the country working really hard, doing great things. So.
Rebecca worked very closely with Al for so many years. You were his executive assistant, and I think you were his advisor, and you did so much for him personally and professionally. What do you miss most about Al?
Well, it took a team. Melissa and I tag teamed to try to take care of everything that he needed, but I was like a kid when I started working for him. And I started thinking back about it after he passed away, and I thought, he was like 65 when I started working for him, when most people are starting to retire. And so, but he was just gung-ho, full force, really worked hard. And he taught me so many just life lessons about customer service and things that you should expect in your own life when you are dealing with people in the community and banking and different things. And just to work hard, of course, and just so many great lessons, and we miss him a lot.
At the dedication of the Al Glick Athletic Training Facility at Jackson High last year, I think everyone felt this, and I heard several people say it, I wish Al had been able to live long enough to see this day. But he did. He got to see it under construction, and he participated in the build and design.
Yes, he was, even the last month of his life when things weren't going well, I took him pictures of the building when they had the roof finished, and, he was so excited. And, the whole thing of that was he was so excited with how the community invested in the public schools with that large millage of the $80-some million that he just wanted to, give them that final piece that they didn't really want to ask the taxpayers for. And so he was thrilled to be able to help.
Last week, Mayor Daniel Mahoney presented your family the key to the city. In fact,
we haven't got it yet, but we weren't here.
It's in the mail.
It's in the mail.
We have a clip from that speech. Let's take a look.
The second key will be given out at another time. I said for it to be the first year, I wanted to do two. Like I said, I gave two names. The first we just presented. The second was for someone posthumously. Is that the right word? I can't think of that. Is that the right posthumously? Thank you. I won't elaborate too much because if you know the story and you know the work of this individual, then you know that their impact and their love for this community runs deep. And we will be presenting the next key to Mr. Al Glick's family in his absence. And the family sends their thanks already, but they are out of town, and they were adamant about saying, no, we want to accept that ourselves. And we got plans to, myself and the city manager will be going over to Alro still next week or the end of next week sometime to present that to them. But he just poured, to have individuals like a Mr. Al Glick, like Pastor Hines in the city of Jackson is what makes our community work. Those individuals, as well as many more, deserve to have the flowers given to them while they can still smell them.
Very nice.
That's nice, yes. It's, although I don't really like accepting things from my father. I wish he was here, or I wish, but it is wonderful, the city, to think about those things, and it's just sad he's not here to get those, but thank you.
Yeah, of course, with your father and the whole company, the history of generosity and philanthropy is just unmatched, and it's just amazing. How do you remember kind of when you were younger how that started, and was that always a part of your lives?
Oh my, you know, my family, going back to my grandfather Lewis, has always done things to help people. A lot of them are hidden. People don't know they're going on. It's individuals. It was, you know, helping businesses back 80 years ago. My grandfather came to Jackson 107 years ago now. And so we help a lot of people, although nowadays when the projects get bigger and bigger and they put your names on things, people notice. But it's just helping people, and if you can trust people, why not help them? And you know, helping the community helps businesses grow, it employs people, it helps everybody. So we're just glad we're able to do it.
Yeah.
It was, I think about 10, 12 years ago that Al was named Citizen of the Year. And I know, like you just said, humble about accepting awards, and I know he didn't like that spotlight, but we do have a clip of when he was accepting this award.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
He actually went to do one. Okay.
Let's take a look.
He took a lot of the comments that I wanted to make, but first I want to thank Dan Evans for nominating me, and also the Citizen Vet for this award. But she mentioned my father, and really any recognition that I get should be a family recognition. My father came to Jackson a little bit after the Consumers started here. He came to Jackson in 1916. And so our family, the Glick family, has been in Jackson for 96 years. I also want to add that Rebecca Armstrong and Melissa Crowley have helped considerably on anything that our foundations have done, and we want to thank both of them. They've done a great job. And other Elmo people that are here include Mark Allier, Dave Schmidt, Steve Layton, Leo Hollenbeck, and if I missed any others, please all stand. The last thing I'd like to say is about the turtle that was up on top of post. Somebody said, how'd that turtle get on top of that post? Well, he didn't get there by himself. Thank you very much.
Good. Very good, very good. You know, one of my favorite things about your father was that he applied to be the football coach at the University of Michigan once. True or false?
Well, it was a joke with him and Lloyd Carr. We do have some letters where he applied and then Lloyd responded, and I would have to read the whole letter, but it said something about Mr. Schembechler's influence on my father may not qualify him for the job when Lloyd Carr was the coach, but it was just they were bantering back and forth, and it's funny. We have the letters.
Yep, we still have the letters.
So and we actually found his resume recently.
Yeah.
Lloyd was cleaning some papers out at his house and found the resume that went along with it. Well, we didn't have the resume.
Right.
That's funny.
So
the actual resume went along with.
Right.
He had some great letters.
So,
I know he's got the shrine to Michigan and Jackson sports in his office. Yeah. And of course, football, not just Michigan, but youth football, big part of Al's interests. And Rebecca, you work closely with Al on the Al Glick Youth Football Camp.
Yes.
That was awesome. We've had 3 years.
Yes.
Of that.
Yep.
And this year, number 4.
Number 4, yep, on June 17th, and it'll be down at Withington Stadium again. Can expect a great camp. We hope we have several hundred kids come out again. We'll have some NCAA current players there to help coach them, and former players. We'll have special guests like we normally do, and we'll open registration here in a few weeks, and best place to kind of find out how to do that is on our Facebook page.
I'm always a big fan of your special guests, and what's cool is a lot of I think we talk about this every year. Some of the kids don't know who some of the old greats are, but the fathers and mothers and grandfathers are in awe.
Yes, last year with Charles Woodson there, the kids had no clue. The dads were like, "Oh my gosh!"
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So yeah, Charles is a neat guy, and things worked out last year. He was able to join us. So.
And he spent quite a lot of time, as
He did.
has Jim Harbaugh in past years, and you have a really, I think, close connection with Michigan sports, obviously, but the athletes, the coaches, they really care a lot about the family and Al
Yes.
and Alro. They
sure
love
do.
coming
Yep.
over here.
Yep. With we coordinating all those people, getting their schedules to the date that works for us. It's always a challenge, but
it's got to be pretty cool when at least when Bart and I are around the camp or around some of these events talking to the people. They would be nowhere else. They want to be there for Al, which is cool.
Yes, they did, and even talking about these bobbleheads, these are all numbered, and so there was a few of them when we got them. Charles, I gave him number 2.
Nice.
So
right.
number 1's sitting on my dad's desk.
Very cool.
And Charles has number 2. So, and there's a few other of our athletic friends that we matched up their jersey numbers and got them the thing. So.
Well, we've got Alro right here. This tabletop was
our plastics
created.
people did this years ago for you.
Next day delivery, I believe, as well, too, which you guys are known for.
Also, the metal sculptures of our logo on the walls
Yeah.
here at JTV, and everyone can benefit from that. You've got Alro Metals Plus, and retail. You've got a lot of retail products.
Yes, and all of our businesses, and Jackson people don't always know all the things that we do. They see our buildings here. They see our retail, our metals outlet over on Wisner Street. And we have our industrial supplies here in Jackson, and obviously our plastics people are based here. But we have 25 of the retail locations around the country. Our plastics people have 6 locations. Industrial supplies have 3. And then there's a whole bunch of them that are the large metals locations like we have here in Jackson. So
What is this we're looking at, Randy?
that is a racking system. That's very typical in a lot of our buildings. They, by mistake, just happen to have blue and yellow racks.
Yeah, right.
And so all our new buildings all look very much alike, so I can't tell you where that is. But that's just a standard racking system that we have in our warehouses. So, it's... our world is we have a lot of high-tech equipment that we do first step processing for our customers, and the world of manufacturing is busy right now. Manufacturing's cool. Steel is cool. A lot of people think manufacturing is dirty old dingy buildings, and that's not what manufacturing looks like nowadays. So,
well, you guys brought along a video, and let's take a look. And I think it shows a little bit what new manufacturing looks like.
Okay.
That's really cool. America's #1. And really, to have it right here in Jackson, I think a lot of us forget, all the claims to fame that we have here as a community, and certainly Alro is one of them. Not only your philanthropy and your generosity as a company and family, but your major impact in the economy and the lifeblood of our community. 3,000 employees at Alro.
Yeah, around the country, it's over 3,000, yes. So, like I said, I'm not doing the work. Those folks are. So,
the camp, the date is scheduled for this year.
It is June 17th.
Cool.
They'll be here before we know it.
Rebecca, we've had beautiful weather every single camp.
We have. We have been fortunate.
Perfect weather. So this is great. So the camp, you don't want to miss this. I mean, like I said earlier, every kid that attends, every even parent that's there, just the energy and smiles and emotions that they're getting to participate with. Division I athletes, NFL players, it's amazing. What else do the kids get to experience?
Well, I want you to know that it's open to all Jackson County kids.
Yep.
It's at Jackson High because they have a good facility that's centrally located for everybody to get to. But we try to get kids from every school, and I look at registration, and if there's kids not coming from a certain school, I'm trying to hunt someone down there to start signing kids up. So we hire somebody out of Legacy in Brighton that's extremely talented, and he comes in and actually puts on football camp. He brings a lot of his staff with him, so they're getting really quality instruction. And they're going to get some food when they get there, and they're going to get some food when they get ready to leave, and some goodies, t-shirt, and that kind of stuff.
We'll be there. We'll look forward to seeing you both there. And thanks so much for coming in today.
Well, thank you for having us. Enjoy.
We will.
Yes.
Enjoy the chief there.
We appreciate that. The chairman and CEO of Alro, Randy Glick, along with executive assistant Rebecca Armstrong. Stay tuned. More of the morning show after this.
Asthma Allergy Centers can help you breathe freely. Since 1980, our board-certified specialists have provided testing and treatment for a wide variety of asthma and allergy-related conditions, including immunodeficiencies and skin problems. No referrals are necessary, and we accept any insurance or no insurance. You can even use our mobile app to check in and pay. Come see us at our Jackson office or one of our multiple offices in Southwest Michigan.
Tomorrow is taking shape at Napoleon Schools.
Jackson Catholic Schools includes 3 elementary preschools, Queen of the Miraculous Medal, St. John the Evangelist, and St. Mary's Star of the Sea, as well as Lumen Christi Middle School and High School. Our focus is educating the whole child, academically, socially, spiritually, and physically. To schedule a visit and to learn more about our outstanding schools, please go to jacksoncatholicschools.org. Jackson Catholic Schools, minds at work, faith in action.
The Enchanted Forest Bar and Grill has something for everyone. They offer a large menu with a variety of meals to choose from, including many Middle Eastern options, along with the everyday favorites. Enjoy live music and dancing, pool table, huge bar and large banquet hall, perfect for your next gathering, wedding reception, graduation party, and more. And don't miss Sunday brunch, 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. Experience a great night out at the Enchanted Forest Bar and Grill, located at 3705 Ann Arbor Road in Jackson.
Easter is this Sunday, but there's tons of Easter egg hunts going on in Jackson. on Saturday. Let's see what we've got going. We've got the Jackson College 7th annual, and that one is 10 a.m. to noon, and the hunt starts at 10:30, ages 0 to 10. We've also got the Bright Walls, this is the City of Jackson Rec Department Easter egg hunt. Horace Blackman Park, downtown. Ages 3 to 5 will go at 10 a.m., and then ages 6 to 8 will go at 11 a.m. I like that. That way all the 6 and 8-year-olds won't get all the 3-year-olds' eggs. And then Bright Walls, finally, over 30 murals will have, I think, giant egg buckets, and you'll just get to go around and grab a treat. And that is ages 12 and under, but if you're 13, no one will check your ID.
Yeah, and I think you and Ella will be going.
I think we will.
Joining us now is the owner of Tri-County Water and downtown Jackson's The Town Bar, Dan Watts. Morning.
Morning.
Hey, thanks for having me.
Yeah, good to see you. Yeah. So, Town Bar, I mean, I think about, how long have you had Town Bar now?
A little over 4 years.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
And you put so much work into it, and I think 4 years in, it's for sure has its own identity and is a mainstay downtown.
Yeah, thanks for saying that. And I think we did. I really didn't have a lot of plans at first.
Yeah.
I loved the bar, and I loved the old owners and everything they'd done, and I loved the reputation, the fact that it's one of the only, if not the only, like neighborhood bar, last call type of bar downtown.
Yeah.
A lot of nice places down here, but I felt like it really had its place downtown, and felt like it really needed somebody, to take it over with maybe a new vision, or just, do something a little different and bring it into, today's, day and age.
Yeah.
And I think we've done an awesome job, and it's really a testament to Mary and Katie over there.
Yeah.
They just do an awesome job. I know they've been on the show before. You guys have talked to them. I try to get them, in here and get everybody knowing, hey, they're really the ones that are doing everything. Yeah. But it's been a really fun 4 years, and looking forward to the next several.
Yeah.
It's a cool name. I love it. It's Town Bar.
Yeah, I mean, I think Town Bar might be the best bar name in the country.
Yeah.
I mean, find me a better one. I don't think you could. Cheers, maybe, but that's it.
And it's completely renovated, and you've really upped the food. It's now known for awesome food.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you.
Also, Tri-County, talk about the Alro history.
Oh my gosh.
How many years now for Tri-County?
Yeah, so Tri-County's been around about 56 years, I think now, 1966, so I think 57 years. Started by my grandpa. We're really proud of that. Yeah. The business has changed so much. It's one of my favorite things to talk about, just how he used to go door to door. And when he started the business, people didn't really know that hard water was that big of a problem. And so we'd knock on doors. And back in the day, that was really normal. That's how you sold everything. Yeah. So he'd knock on doors, talk to people, eat dinner with them, talk to them about the harmful effects of hard water, and by the time he's leaving, he sold a water softener. He'd sell a couple a night, and then the next day they'd go around and install them and do the same thing every night. And I just think about how hard he worked to build everything we have now, and it's just so cool the way the whole industry is just the amount of awareness probably the last 10, 15 years with the Flint situation and all the PFAS issues around Grand Rapids and some of the other lead issues around the state, but I don't think as many people are going to their tap and just pouring a glass of water as they used to. I think most people know that you should have some type of filtration, which is a huge step forward from what it used to be.
Yeah.
One of the things too about Tri-County, your grandfather, all throughout the career, but even after he retired, Dark continued his service to the community as a volunteer for a number of organizations.
Yeah.
And you'll see Tri-County at a lot of these community events as a donor of water and money and supplies. So that's, I know, a very important part of the company for you.
Yeah, it is. It is important to us. And the coolest fact about my grandpa, he was the hospice volunteer of the year while he had stage 3 or 4 cancer.
That's amazing.
He was giving people rides up to hospice while he was going to his own appointments and driving people all over the place. And
that's cool.
So,
Every time we talk heavy on the show, you always bring up credit to your grandfather. And I'll ask you the same question I asked Randy. What's your early memories of the business? Because I'm sure you were dragged around as a little kid as well.
Yeah, I mean, to give you an idea, we moved to our current location on Wildwood, I think 1991. Okay. I think somewhere around there. And I have a ton of memories of the store we had on Francis Street before then. Okay. So I can remember the self-fill water setup we had that was awesome. There were inside fountains and all kinds of stuff they had going on over there. It's now the Jackson Monument Works building. That was and we bottled a lot of water. Driving by, it's crazy to me that the whole operation was out of there. We had a lot different operations, a lot more bottled water and stuff back then.
Right.
But yeah, we've come a long ways. And I mean, my first memories, I mean, I wasn't even old enough to sweep the floors.
Yeah.
I mean, my dad would throw on something on a little TV or something like that to watch, tune in some cartoons or something in the upstairs office, and my brother would sit there and get in trouble because we'd eventually get too bored to watch cartoons, so we'd get in some kind of trouble.
Spilling all the water.
Yeah. We'd take the 5-gallon caps for the water bottles.
Oh, yeah.
We'd force them together and tape them to create a baseball. Then we'd take the 5-gallon jugs and play home run derby. So that was always one of my dad's favorites inside the store.
Yeah, exactly. I'm sure he loved that.
Social District, we'll be seeing a lot of, once weather turns and we see people out and about, you'll be part of that.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we were a little late to the sign-ups for this round. We had all the paperwork submitted for the first round of the Social District. I don't know, it was a year or so ago. And
2.
Okay, and so we heard it was revamping, so we kind of thought we were all set, but not the case. So we're working with the state to get that paperwork, shuffled through, and by the time the weather warms up, I'm sure we'll be in the mix.
Hey, do you guys have trivia? Bart and I were on vacation. We played trivia 2 nights in a row. It was crazy. Do you guys do it?
We don't do trivia night, but that's one of the things that probably the most requested.
Okay.
So if anybody's out there that runs
because we're getting pretty good at it.
Yeah.
Give me a call.
We came in second.
You know what we should do? We should get a hold of that guy.
Yeah, I'd come up here.
Oh my God, this guy's fantastic. It was the same trivia guy at different places 3 nights in a row.
We'll work on that.
Yes.
Great to see you, Dan.
Yeah, you too. Thanks for having me on.
Appreciate you.
Tri-County Water owner and the Town Bar owner, Dan Watts. We wrap up the morning show after this.
Gilbert Chocolates has been a Jackson tradition for over 120 years. We've built a reputation for quality gourmet chocolate that you can taste in every bite. Handcrafted and made fresh right here in Jackson. Enjoy a variety of fudge, chocolates, truffles, and more. Create your own gold box or gift basket. Visit us at our new location inside Briarwood Mall in Ann Arbor, as well as Jackson Crossing and our factory location in downtown Jackson. Gilbert Chocolates. We are the sweet soul of Jackson.
Within the folds of your life, you find the passion and drive to keep pushing forward. Growth comes from continually moving ahead in every stage of life. Count on County National Bank to help with seamless financial solutions. We can act quickly and accommodate your needs, whatever life brings your way. Our local bankers understand our community and your goals.
Let's work together.
Learn more about our personalized banking services at cnbb.bank. Member FDIC.
I use my brain power to help kids realize theirs. I am Henry.
When Tyler got his new heart, ours became whole again. We are Henry.
I'm a bike rider and a rare cancer survivor. I am Henry.
I move patients from point A to point believe. I am Henry.
I am Henry.
I am Henry.
When you found your inner believer and all-around conqueror, you found your Henry.
If you're looking for a high-quality, affordable alternative to the emergency room, then come to IEP Urgent Care's new location in Jackson. It's the same great ER physicians who have been providing care through our local hospitals since 2008, but now with a new location to serve you better. Our ER-trained providers believe high-quality care is for everyone, so we work with all insurances, including Medicaid and Medicare. Come see us on East Michigan Ave.
Thanks to the Dirty Bird in downtown Jackson for helping us bring you today's show. Today's show also brought to you by the Center for Family Health, and all of their school health centers are now open. Jackson High, Northeast, Parkside, and what's the
Jackson
other one?
High.
No, I said Jackson
Northwest.
High. Oh, Northwest, excuse me.
Yeah.
Sorry. Center for Family Health, open to all and serving Jackson for over 30 years.
After our trip last week, I have a would you rather.
Sure.
Would you rather fly first class or travel to and from the airport in a limo?
How far away is the airport?
Well, we'll use
Fly
Detroit.
first class.
Detroit.
Fly first class.
Fly first class.
Mm-hmm.
I
How about
guess it
you?
depends on how long the flight is.
Mm-mm.
No?
Mm-mm.
Well, some of the flights are so short it doesn't matter.
Well, you say that, but that's not necessarily the truth. But tomorrow morning, great show. Dr. Donna O'Neill is back. Can't wait to see her. We'll also have Tracy Van Buskirk and Nikki Sari from the Center for Family Health, and Briston and Amanda Baum from Nevermore Decor Store right here in downtown Jackson.
Later today, we hope you can join us starting at 1 o'clock as we will welcome Jackson Public School Superintendent Jeff Beal, plus Dottie Karkek from JC, Matthew Hagerty, the City Attorney, Heather Lazinski from Cascades Humane Society, and from Spring Arbor University students, Micaiah Jones and Susie Mack. That's all later today. Thanks for watching. We'll see you this afternoon.